more than 4,000 miles to the east of Oak Island, in the stunning Mediterranean setting of Gozo, Malta. The journey continues for those seeking answers to one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. As the team arrives, a sense of reverence and curiosity fills the air. It's a grand entrance, marked by the resonant tolling of bells echoing across the ancient stone streets. Yes, someone remarks quietly, acknowledging the beauty and significance of the moment. Another adds with cautious optimism, "You know what, maybe it's a good omen." This chapter of the investigation into the Oak Island mystery has brought them to the land of the Knights of Malta, a powerful military and religious order with deep historical ties to the Templar tradition. Over the past decade, the team back on Oak Island has uncovered an extraordinary number of artifacts and features that hint at connections far older and more far-reaching than anyone once imagined. Among the most significant discoveries are a 14th-century lead cross, numerous enigmatic stone structures, and evidence pointing to human activity on the island as early as 1200 AD. Each find has added weight to the growing theory that the island's secrets may be deeply entwined with the legacy of the Knights Templar. Now, standing in the heart of Valletta, Malta's capital city, the team reflects on the implications of these connections. Only a week earlier, shortly after their arrival, a member of the group bends down to examine the earth beneath their feet. "Is this clay?" they ask, curious about the composition. "It's grayish, bluish." Another responds thoughtfully, recalling a familiar legend. The legend tells of flood tunnels on the island. This observation is not idle speculation. While exploring, they come across a series of underground tunnels, ancient passageways constructed by the Knights of Malta in the 16th century. The design and engineering behind these tunnels bear a striking resemblance to historical accounts of the original money pit on Oak Island. With their intricate booby traps and flood tunnel systems, "I did come across a similar pattern here," one of the team members remarks, astonished by the architectural parallels. Further fueling their excitement is the discovery, or rather, the connection to a mysterious artifact previously uncovered on Oak Island, a button engraved with a starburst pattern. This item, unearthed during a dig 1 year prior, had baffled researchers. Now, it appears it may be directly linked to the Maltese order. "I think it is highly suggestive that the Knights of Malta, or an evolution of the Knights of Malta, may have had something to do with the Oak Island mystery," one researcher proposes, their voice filled with conviction. There's a lot of excitement about it, and an imperative to follow those leads. As the investigation deepens, the team makes its way to one of Malta's most enigmatic sites, the oldest prison in the country. It's a haunting structure, worn by time and full of mystery, its interior walls covered with intricate carvings, religious graffiti, and symbols whose meanings have yet to be fully unraveled. One of the researchers pauses before they enter, gesturing toward a worn section of stone behind the group. "But I would like, before we get in, to show you something. It's actually, behind you. There's something there that you might recognize." They turn. "Oh, yeah," comes a hushed voice. "Yeah, that 4-dot cross." Another echoes in recognition. 4-dot cross. The symbol is carved clearly into the surface, a cross surrounded by 4 small dots. Someone speaks with quiet authority. The 4-dot cross is thought to represent the presence of holy relics at some point in time. The significance of this revelation is not lost on the team. This same symbol, the 4-dot cross, was previously discovered carved into the so-called HO stone on Oak Island. Found in 1921 on the island's northern shore, the HO stone was originally part of a larger boulder believed by early searches to mark a treasure location. Tragically, the stone was blown apart in an overzealous search for riches. However, the fragment that remains is unmistakable. The HO symbol features a carved cross, surrounded by 4 distinct dots exactly like the one now standing before them in the ancient Maltese prison. This discovery creates an undeniable link between Oak Island and several Templar-associated locations in Europe. Over the years, the team has found similar 4-dot crosses not just in Malta, but also in countries such as Portugal, Italy, Denmark, and the Netherlands. Historians and researchers have come to believe that the symbol may have served as a secret code, indicating the presence of religious artifacts, perhaps even holy relics of immense importance. It opens the possibility that, before this building served as a prison, it may have been used to hide or protect something of great value to the order, perhaps a relic, a document, or even a treasure. The 4-dot cross, one team member says with growing certainty, it is on Oak Island. There's no getting around that, we have to follow up on this. It's incredibly important, the team agrees. What they have found in Malta is not simply coincidence. It is, perhaps, evidence of a vast, ancient network, one that may finally explain the mysteries buried beneath the surface of Oak Island. As the sun sets over the limestone walls of Valletta, the investigators find themselves more determined than ever. These clues from Malta do not provide all the answers, but they form a powerful thread in the tapestry of history, weaving Oak Island ever more tightly with the enigmatic legacy of the Knights of Malta and the Templars before them. Discovered on the northern shore of Oak Island in 1921, the so-called HO stone was a fragment of a much larger boulder that was blown apart by early searchers who mistakenly believed it marked buried treasure. The HO symbol featured a cross surrounded by 4 dots carved into it. In recent years, the team has not only identified this symbol at numerous Templar-related sites throughout Europe, including Portugal, Italy, Denmark, and the Netherlands, but also discovered that it may signify the presence of religious artifacts. Maybe this, before being a prison, was a place to hide or, keep something that was special to the order. One of the investigators reflects, the 4-dot cross, it is on Oak Island. There's no getting around that, we have to follow up on this. It's incredibly important, right? Yeah. They arrive in Dina, the one-time capital, and the Knights of Malta first took control of the island nation in the early 16th century. After serving and fighting on behalf of the Catholic Church for nearly 2 centuries, on Friday, October 13, 1307, Pope Clement V and King Philip IV of France made the stunning decision to dissolve and prosecute the Order of the Knights Templar on charges of heresy. However, some researchers believe the true purpose was to seize priceless relics the Templars were rumored to have recovered in the Holy Land, items such as the golden menorah from King Solomon's temple, the Holy Grail, and the Ark of the Covenant. These are treasures that the Templars may have begun transporting to Oak Island as early as 1200 AD. Although many Templars were arrested, imprisoned, and executed, some are known to have escaped and their remaining treasures disappeared without a trace. Very interesting, someone concludes. In 1632, French naval captain and Knight of Malta Isaac de Razilly commanded an expedition to North America in order to establish France's colony of Acadia, now known as Nova Scotia. For his efforts, he was appointed the title of Lieutenant General for New France. Curiously, the site that de Razilly chose for the colony's headquarters was Fort Point on the Mojave River, located only 15 miles south of Oak Island. To me, I think the most compelling part so far is the connection between these people who were in charge of the Knights Templar and the de Villers who arrived in Nova Scotia. I mean, you've got people connected to both sides of the Atlantic, yeah. Another adds, the Oak Island story, to me, was always even more than multi-generational. It was multi-depositional, and that's what you have laid out today. I'm excited about the possibilities of what Oak Island represents. The research provided some connective tissue and a framework upon which the team could build. But now, it's time to get back to Oak Island and finish the work for the year. The hope is to work toward the ultimate goal of being able to say with periods at the end of the sentences, not question marks, this is what happened. And if it is this story, it's quite remarkable. It's been a pleasure.